We were just talking to Jimmy about the 3-year anniversary and how Country Box has come up. He was telling us where you were to where you are now as a boxing promoter, and with Jimmy Adams and Country Box going forward.
Well, I've been dipping and diving in boxing for about 7 years now. I know quite a few promoters around the country, independent promoters. The big guys just wouldn't fool with me. So I had to go to the little guys. I ran into Jimmy about 3 months ago, and I saw what he had going on, and I was like, this guy got a $1 billion company here. All he
Mhm.
need is a little modern technology and somebody with some star power to get behind him.
Yeah.
And so when he accepted me in, I was ecstatic because I knew what me and him could do together.
Mm.
Together we'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, and so far, you're not wrong. The houses have been packed. We'd have celebrities out there. You had Young Buck. You had Struggle Jennings. How do you feel so far? The
Yellow
Country Box
Wolf, don't
shows have been
forget Yellow
involved.
Wolf.
Yellow Wolf, yeah. How do
Uh,
you feel
uh,
like it's been
Boosie
evolving?
was coming out. Boosie was
Ooh,
gonna come out. He called and said he was coming out, but he had to go to court. I guess that what stopped him. And also, Charleston White was talking about coming out as well.
okay.
So we're definitely making some noise in the boxing community. And then Jimmy tell me that he get a call, and Bob Aaron and Don King was on the telephone asking what was we doing.
Woo! Yes,
I
let's
don't know if I was
go.
supposed to let that out, Jimmy, or not, but
Hey,
he
that
don't know.
insider information.
Hey, he don't know when he told me that. I mean, even when he told me that Don King asked about me, was like super ecstatic because Don King is one of the guys that I looked up to and still
Mhm.
look up to.
Right.
Uh, when I got out of prison, I went to Don's office and told him that I would come and work for him for free.
Okay.
And Don didn't take me up on the offer,
No.
but Jimmy did.
Look, hey, Don has never been known as a bad businessman, but that may have been a bad decision he made there.
I think it was one of the worst decisions he ever made before in his life because what I see me and Jimmy doing, uh, I know Turkey got all the money, but me and Jimmy got the game and I got the streets.
I like that and that combination. How has that contributed to your evolution in boxing, using your prior knowledge and experience of being an
My
activist, being in the streets?
my phone is ringing off the hook. I got a
Oh,
call today. I haven't signed a Hispanic fighter yet. Well, you know what? I did have a kid out of Atlanta sign a Gabriel something. I had signed him, but it didn't work out. He was
mhm,
looking for somebody to take care of him and his family. And I just, I'm not in a position to do that. Uh,
got it.
but since I hooked up with Jimmy, my phone is constantly ringing, and now I'm getting calls from coaches with elite fighters, not just regular fighters that fought in the
Mm,
nationals, but uh, elite fighters that fought in the elite. So
mhm.
that has definitely boosted up my status and my notoriety as well. People now are starting to take me for real. I found Kid Austin,
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. I did not
and
know that.
and 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 working with Jimmy. One of the things that you want is you want fighters that's gonna be loyal and support the people that support them, and the guys Jimmy got is I mean, amazing. Even though I can't understand what they're saying, we get along. Me and Armis, we get along great. He's like my little brother. Um, we have to do hand signs and gestures and all the other stuff to go with it to get each
Yeah.
other's attention. But um, we're gonna do some major stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Major
And
stuff
Jimmy
coming.
promised me a title this year.
Okay, all right. What is the end sight you see for yourself, Rick?
I want to be the king of boxing.
There we go. Yes, sir.
And
And
Jimmy
what?
and Jimmy told me that's what he want me to do. So that's what I'm shooting for.
Hey, shoot for the stars. And with this combination, it can't be beat. You're joining us from Cali, so you're a few hours behind.
Well, right now I'm just sitting out in the sunshine, enjoying this beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees. I was in Nashville last weekend, and it was snow everywhere, and Uh, well, I drove from New York through the snowstorm. I drove in the
Oh,
snow for 22 hours. Yeah, I had a
geez.
meeting last Thursday in New York. No, no, last Friday in New York with Gary V. And
Okay. Gary V. Yeah. Shout
and
out.
they closed down all the airports Saturday when I was getting ready to leave. And I was like, I can't stay in New York for no 5 or 6 days. And I got in my rental car. Luckily, I got a four-wheel drive on accident, pure accident,
Oh,
because
thank God.
one of the worst decisions I ever made was to drive through that snowstorm. But I'm thankful that I made it. I'm safe, and I would never do that again. And I recommend anybody else don't do it. I'm a smart driver, so I was driving 15 miles an hour.
Is that your first time driving in snow?
I've driven in snow, but no, never like that.
Okay.
That was one of the worst snowstorms I ever saw. I mean, you couldn't see in front of your hood. You couldn't see the hood of your car.
hmm And you said you met with Gary V. Obviously, he's a huge entrepreneur, one of the most followed people on social media for his style of leadership. What do you take from people like Gary V and other people that are leaders in these industries?
Well, you know what? One of the things that I always did, and I credit myself to be part of my success, is that I try to find the best people that I can find
Mm,
and surround myself with them. People who know the things that I don't know, and that helps me elevate my game. I'm not one who uh, want everybody to be around me, lap puppies or people who don't do nothing, don't know how to do nothing. And I don't mind if you don't know how to do nothing, but you got to learn how to do something.
right.
You can't come in. I don't want nobody around me to uh, just want to be around, just hang out. I want people who are trying to make things happen. I'm going to Yale University on the 17th. I'll be speaking at Yale, and they told
Ooh,
me that the kids there want to do some internships with me. So I may be finna get some of the most brightest people in the world assisting me in Jimmy and what we're trying to do.
that's big time right there. Yes, get some of those bright minds.
Thank you. And I'm a high school dropout. I didn't learn how to read till I was 28 years old, but now they pay me to go to these big colleges and speak.
Yeah,
I'm like, how do
yeah.
they do this here? And I couldn't have got into this school. I couldn't I couldn't have
Hey,
paid to go there, but now I get to go there and speak. So um, don't matter where you at today, it's where you plan on going.
hmm and and when you're looking at that, when you're seeing the fact that these schools like Yale, these huge private institutions are calling you in to talk to their students, what do you think these students will take most? What would you like them to take most? What would you like them to know of the legacy 50 years from now of Rick Ross? What do you want them to take from these speeches and these your life?
Well, I want them to know that no matter where you come from, you can always change your outcome. You know, I didn't know nothing about boxing, but I knew enough to go around the people who did, and they're teaching me. And you get lucky and you run into somebody like Jimmy, who is a veteran of this game. I mean, Jimmy's life should be a movie. I mean, I can listen to Jimmy tell stories about him and Don all day long. Uh,
Mhm.
I got to get him to write his book, but we have to surround ourselves with people that are making things happen, and if you do that, you'll get somewhere.
In the boxing game, it really is about that. When you're a boxing promoter, when you're an owner, it is about what you can make happen. It's what networking you do. It's what fighters you can promote. It's what fights you can get. And obviously, with your connections and your ability to network as one of your strengths, that contributes to your progression so fast in this boxing game. I'll let everybody know where they can find you at, but also let them know what they should be expecting from you going forward.
Well, every first Tuesday, you can find me in Nashville, Tennessee, at
Yeah.
Country Boxing. You can get me on Instagram at Freeway Ricky. Um, and on Facebook at Freeway Ricky Ross. But I'm not hard to find.
And so, aside from Country Box, you're an entrepreneur. Is there any other businesses or ventures you're starting this year?
Oh my goodness! I just run into a doctor that has these new socks that are crazy. They hit all the pressure point on your feet to make your feet and your body function at a level that we haven't functioned at. I can't wait to introduce that to the world. What else we doing? You know, I got the book, the T-shirts, the motivational speaking. That's enough for right now.
That's a whole lifetime's worth. They're gonna make a
Yes.
movie. They're gonna make a movie of you and Jimmy. That together, they're gonna be a movie when it's all said and done.
Ain't no question. They're gonna wonder how we took over boxing the way we did.
And where can you find the book at?
You can get the book at freewayrickyross.com. You also can get all my merchandise, my shirts, my sweatshirts, and everything at freewayrickyross.com.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos. Boom.